Hey guys, this is going to be a guide on Challenge Tier 3 for Secrets and Shadows. I use the Great Mother Squad for that. I know a lot of people use the Talzin method, which it can work, but I find that it requires a lot more RNG than this method. I'm just going to show you my mods real quick. I do not remod my Great Mothers or my Zombie for this, but I do remod everyone else. It's not a major remod. I more kind of just pull like some of the stronger mods that I have for what I would normally mod them with, just to make things a little easier, a little bit less of a chance of something bad happening. And some guides will tell you that you need the two zombie remnants for this for your attackers. You absolutely don't. The three characters that you need are Great Mothers, Morgan, and Zombie, and then you just need two Night Sister attackers, and it really doesn't matter who. So these first two phases, there really isn't much that they can throw at you that's much of a risk to you. I like to bless Morgan to help keep her alive, but then really it's just a task of, things taking forever while they take a million turns for you to kill everyone. So it just takes some time. An important thing to remember too is that second special that Morgan has, or no, the first special, I'm sorry, the one that dispels the buffs from the enemy team. That's more or less your heal, so you want to keep that off cooldown in case you need it. Normally, the characters you're going to end up needing that on most are your two attackers because they tend to be the least thick of everyone. Morgan may need time may come that Morgan may need it during this event, but more often than not, you're gonna need it because one of your attackers is gonna get low from like a big AOE or something. So I just keep it off cooldown, keep an eye on them. That's all. Really, there's nothing these first two phases can throw at you that's going to be much of a risk to you. Again, I'm putting the blessed on Morgan just to help keep her alive. So I think the biggest risks in this are in phase 5 right after Sid, which I'll explain a little bit more when I get there, and in the final phase where I have not 3-starred this yet. Every time I've done it since I've farmed this team up, I've lost someone to Nihilus. I've come close to that not happening, but I mean, not close enough for the 3-star yet, I guess. But I'm sure it's very possible. And that may be a circumstance where having the zombie bros up and running may be a better option than Acolyte and Spirit, because they just do a little bit more damage. And maybe take Nihilus out before you can do that, but I don't know. I mean, I don't have them ready to go, and I have these characters ready to go, and they do well enough. Okay, these first 2 phases just take forever. And they're not a risk. I guess they're only a risk to my sanity, as opposed to losing. Top Morgan off. You can see Maul is actually healing me with his AoE, which is nice. And that actually comes into play in the strategy for Phase 5, kind of the problematic one, that you want to leave the characters alive that do AoEs at debuffs outside of Death Trooper, because he does healing immunity on his AoE. You can leave the other characters who do AoEs at debuffs alive till last, so that they can keep you alive while everybody else is attacking you. So this phase can be a little bit risky, because the B1s can just do so much damage, and the combination between the B2 potentially landing buff immunity on your 2 tanks, and then the B1s focusing somebody down, that is a thing that can happen. I mean, it's likely not going to happen all at once like that, but it can. If that's the case, you may find yourself doing those first 2 phases a couple of times, which is annoying, but I still think it's less annoying than trying to use Talzin and getting the perfect RNG on the next phase. So I like to focus down the B1s first, just because they're the damage. coming into phase 4, the notorious phase of this event that stops everyone, but I find that this team just makes it cake. It makes a joke of Sid, which is wonderful to see. Alright, so obviously you're going to open by dooming him, then bless Morgan, and now watch how this goes. So he hardly did anything, right? And then he dies from dots, and that's it. And now you celebrate. So this is the tricky phase, like I said. The real risk here is Death Trooper landing healing immunity and then them all kind of tearing you apart. I find the best way to deal with that is focus down Stormtrooper first, quickly, and then you can focus down everybody else one after another, starting with Death. Oh, it didn't give me Blast quite yet. Yeah, so that's bad. I have healing immunity on Morgan. That's not great. And thankfully, they seem to be... Yeah, that was good. That was a good thing. Vader got that healing immunity off of me. And once you're through this phase, it's pretty easy from here. Dude, they just take so many turns. Yeah, now I'm going to focus down Death. I'm going to use the event special. I'll give everyone some foresight. Oof. Acolyte's making me nervous. So I like to do Magma, and XT is definitely a risk. Oh, Acolyte, you're making me nervous. See, this is still totally doable, but that's annoying. I'm just going to continue with the video. I'm annoyed my Acolyte went down. It's that risk from the healing immunity from Death Trooper. I mean, I found that if you try to doom him first before Stormtrooper and focus him down, you're not going to get through either of them, and they're just going to kill your whole team because Stormtrooper just doesn't take as many turns as the others do. So this phase is really not problematic. I'm hoping I don't end up really struggling with Nihilus coming into it with only one attacker. I guess we'll see. I mean, either way, you'll be able to see how this is done. Dispel those taunts. I guess maybe I should have waited. Oh, that's annoying. And really, I don't think I explained this before, that you want Zombie here to just take some of the heat off of Morgan. And obviously they can kill her over and over again, and she'll keep coming back despite Great Mothers and Morgan preventing their team's revives. I'll take out their tank. Let's make things a little less annoying. Alright. Yes, we know you're very, very fast. That's just ridiculous speeds. So coming into this next phase, what you want to try to do is Nihilus is not going to be able to insta-kill whoever has Blessed on them. So you want to put Blessed on Morgan and then hope that Nihilus insta-kills Zombie multiple times. I'm going to put the Doom on Sith Empire Trooper so I can get him out of there and then focus completely on Nihilus. Yeah, so he insta-killed Zombie. I don't know how he managed to do that before I had the Blessed on Morgan. That's a little ridiculous. So now we're going to want to hope that he gets his next insta-kill when Zombie has a taunt up. He's not going to be able to insta-kill Morgan. We'll see if I can pull this off with only one attacker. Right, that was good. that he missed that. That puts us in a good position. Yeah, see, he can't insta-kill Morgan. Because she's blast, just to be clear. Alright, now we're gonna hope to be able to keep the taunt up with Morgan or Zombie. There we go. And so if I hadn't lost Initiate before, this would be going pretty well for me right now. And this might have been my first 3-star if that hadn't happened. But I'm not doing the whole thing again. Yeah, there we go. So if I hadn't lost Acolyte before, this would have been it for me. At least you guys can see how it's done. I'll 3-star it the next time. Because I don't feel like doing this again tonight. And there you have it. As always, if you have any questions or comments or anything, let me know in the comments. I like to respond to everybody. Good luck. Good luck with this, everyone. I hope that you got as much joy from watching Sid die so easily as I do. Good luck. That's it. Have fun.